If you want to know the movies that defined the generation born from 1946 to 1964, you should definitely watch our picks for the best boomer movies.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. Aren't you?
Number 10. Easy Rider, directed by Dennis Hopper. As one of Hollywood's most important works of the Golden Age, Easy Rider is the dawn for a wilder cinema inspired by freedom, diversity, and joy. We follow two hippie friends on a spiritual drug-inspired journey through America. Again and again, finding hatred for their lifestyle, the friends wonder if they'll ever find a way to live peacefully.
2 or 3 days, that right? Boy, I sure wish I was going with you. Yeah? You got a helmet? Oh, I've got a helmet.
Number 9. American Graffiti, written and directed by George Lucas. This cult classic of directing legend George Lucas is set in his hometown, Modesto, California, in 1962. On the last day of summer vacation, a group of friends go on adventures over the course of a single night. It's a study of the cruising and early rock and roll cultures on their last day before the grown-up life begins.
Hey, you're supposed to be the fast thing in the valley, man, but that can't be your car. It must be your mama's car. I'm sort of embarrassed to be this close to you.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Driving a field car.
Field car? What's field car?
Number 8.
Just one clear shot, that's all I want.
Come on. We got to.
Nope. Get away from me.
Why?
I want to fight him.
They'll kill us.
Maybe.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is a Western film directed by George Roy Hill and stars Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and Catherine Ross. Going down in history as one of the most defining pieces of the late 60s, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is the buddy comedy action ride you'll never forget. In a world of outlaws, friendship is rare, but the only thing keeping you alive. When it's about robberies, dangerously intense affairs, and fast draws in fights for greed and honor.
Rules. In a knife fight, no rules.
Well, if there ain't gonna be any rules, let's get the fight started. Someone count 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Number 7.
Benjamin, I am not trying to seduce you.
I know that, but please, Mrs. Robinson, this is difficult.
Would you like me to seduce you?
The Graduate is a 1967 romantic comedy drama film directed by Mike Nichols. This all-time classic coming-of-age dramedy tells the story of 21-year-old Benjamin Braddock, a recent college graduate who wants to hide himself from adult advice and duties to instead enjoy the playful youth. Everything goes all right when he is seduced by Mrs. Robinson, a bored housewife and friend of his parents, until Benjamin starts falling in love with another woman.
Did you get us a room?
What?
Have you gotten us a room yet?
I haven't, no.
Do you want to?
Well, I don't. I mean, I could. Or we could just talk.
Number 6.
You have to be cured.
It was horrible.
Of course it was horrible. Violence is a very horrible thing.
A Clockwork Orange is a 1971 dystopian crime film directed by Stanley Kubrick. As one of the most praised and influential independent art house movies comes another masterpiece from director Stanley Kubrick. It is the exploration of the human mind and its most primal desires, and what happens when we completely demolish them. Shocking, violent, and ultimately disturbing, A Clockwork Orange is a story of a lifetime.
You've proved to me that all this ultra-violence and killing is wrong. Wrong and terribly wrong. I've learned my lesson, sir. I see now what I've never seen before. I'm cured. Praise God.
Number 5. 2001, directed by Stanley Kubrick. One of the most influential science fiction movies ever, the legendary and iconic 2001 forces viewers to confront the impacts of technology while asking some of the most important philosophical questions out there. As humanity uncovers a mysterious artifact buried beneath the lunar surface, a spacecraft manned by 2 men and the supercomputer HAL 9000 is sent to Jupiter to find answers.
Well, we wouldn't have too many alternatives.
I don't think we'd have any alternatives. There isn't a single aspect of ship operations that's not under his control. If he were proven to be malfunctioning, I wouldn't see how we'd have any choice but disconnection.
Number 4. Apocalypse Now, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. The war movie that formed war movies. Iconic, honest, breathtaking, and thrilling, while giving you an idea of how the Vietnam War destroyed human minds. It is a haunting ride into primal madness, following Captain Willard, who is ordered to find Colonel Kurtz, rumored to have set himself up in the middle of the jungle as a lethal godhead.
Could we, talk to Colonel Kurtz?
Hey, man, you don't talk to the Colonel, well, you listen to him. The man's enlarged my mind.
Number 3.
We have a new game today, I think, don't we, Mac?
That's right, Jess, and we want a new vote on it, don't we?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Directed by Milos Forman, the comedy drama follows the life of McMurphy, a repeat offender who gets into trouble with the law one more time and is sentenced to imprisonment by the court. To avoid jail, he pleads guilty and is instead transferred to a mental hospital for the criminally insane. Once there, he meets the oppressive nurse, Ratched, and starts a rebellion against her by rallying up mistreated patients. Released in 1975, the classic and masterpiece stars Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher in lead roles.
All right, just wait a minute, will you? Just 1 minute?
You can bring the subject up again tomorrow.
All right, Chief. You're our last chance. What do you say, huh?
Number 2.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Star Wars Original Trilogy is a space opera film series created by George Lucas. Irreversibly changing the destiny of cinema to come, the original Star Wars trilogy sets loose the epic saga of Luke Skywalker and his friends on their mission to save the galaxy from the evil Empire. Combining war movie with space opera, the original Star Wars trilogy is an unforgettable film series for generations to come.
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hello again, this is beautiful Monty, your delicious DJ. Remind you about the Universal Day sweepstakes, so get in line to get the prize.
Go, baby!
Do this boy a favor.
What do you mean?
You know what happens to the guys that I've worked with. Dietrich's still in the hospital with a bullet in his gut, and Fanducci's dead.
So
if I need a partner, I'll get me someone who knows what the hell he's doing.
Number 1.
You said you come into my house on the day my daughter's to be married, and you asked me to do murder.
The Godfather Trilogy is a crime drama film series that consists of 3 films directed by Francis Ford Coppola, inspired by the novel of the same name by Mario Puzo. Starring Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, and Robert De Niro, the film follows the trials of the Italian-American mafia Corleone family, whose patriarch Vito Corleone rises to be a major figure in American organized crime, and how his youngest son, Michael Corleone, becomes his successor. The first movie is seen by many as one of the greatest films of all time, while The Godfather Part 2 is viewed as the best sequel in cinematic history.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.